Ito ho, ating third day. Actually, this is just a half day of PCNE. Excuse me po, sorry. Kumanta ako si Tagle. Hawa, unawa, gawa. And this third day is focused on mission. I want to think that it is the gawa component. Sabi nga kahapon, in a very eloquent way by Bishop Ambo, habag ng Diyos, habag natin hindi lamang damdamin, kundi umuwi sa gawa, kawang gawa. But for us, gawa is not just work. For us, it is mission. It is one thing to work, but it is another thing to do something because of a sense of mission. Yung mga nanay dito, pwede naman kayong magluto, pero iba yung nagluluto ka with a sense of mission. Pwede ka naman maglaba, pero iba yung pakiramdam na ginagawa mo ang isang bagay dahil may mission. Ito, magsalita. Pwede naman akong magsalita. Pwede naman akong magsalita para magpa-impress. Pwede akong magsalita para magkaroon ng fans club. Pwede akong magsalita para magpatulong. Pero iba yung magsasalita ka dahil meron kang mission. And we want to close the PCNE today with that sense of mission. After all, evangelization means mission. To proclaim through word and deed that Jesus is Lord. Missionaries. A missionary is someone sent by God. Kaya nga mamaya, we will close with a sending ceremony. All of us have been invited here so that we could be sent. Hindi po pwedeng umattend ako sa PCNE, dito na lang tayo. Hindi. Darating ang oras, ang pinapunta kailangan isugo. We are missionaries of Jesus Christ, who is the missionary of God the Father. He is the original missionary, and the one who sent him is God the Father. In John 20, he said, "As the Father has sent me, so I send you." This is both a privilege and at the same time, a big responsibility. Maganda nga na tayo sinusugo ni Jesus. Sino ba nga tayo para isugo niya? Di naman tayo karapat-dapat. Pero ang mas nakakabigat ay, sabi niya, "As the Father has sent me, so I sent you." So we pattern our missionary life after His. And the way He was sent by the Father, and the way He fulfilled the mission He had received from the Father. Hindi pala tayo dapat naging invento ng sarili nating misyon. Kung si Jesus ang nagsugo sa atin, sinusugo niya tayo kung paano siya isinugo ng Ama. Kaya balik tayo ng balik kay Jesus. Paano ba siya sinugo? At paano niya isinabuhay ang misyon mula sa Ama. And when He appeared to the disciples in St. John, after telling them that He would send them as the Father had sent Him, He breathed the Holy Spirit on them and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit." Our mission, following Jesus, happens in the power of the Holy Spirit. Hindi natin kayang sumunod kay Jesus at magpasubok katulad niya kung hindi sa bisa, lakas at pag-ibig ng Espiritu Santo. Jesus depended on the Holy Spirit. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, so He has anointed me and He sends me to bring good news to the poor. Ganoon nagsimula ang misyon ni Jesus sa the 4th chapter of St. Luke. Ganon din tayo. Openness to the Holy Spirit so that we could be sent by Jesus the way the Father had sent Him. Kaya, bagamat naghahanap tayo ng mga new expressions, new methods, new fervor in mission, dapat tinutuklas yun by going back to Jesus, listening to Him, and being open to the Spirit, in the spirit of discernment. Okay, if we are missionaries of Jesus in the power of the Spirit, then, like Jesus, we are called to be missionaries of God's mercy. Jesus was sent to be the face, the living presence of God's mercy. Minana natin kay Jesus yun to be missionaries of mercy. How did Jesus describe His mission to Nicodemus in the 3rd chapter of St. John? Sabi niya, God did not send His Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world might be saved through Him. Jesus was very clear that He was sent to be a missionary of love and salvation, a love that saves. He was not sent by God to condemn. Hindi siya ginawang misyonero ng Diyos Ama para maging daan ng damnation. Ipinadala siya para maging daan ng kaligtasan sa pamamagitan ng pag-ibig. And as the Father had sent Jesus that way, we are also being sent, not as signs of condemnation, but signs of mercy, the love that saves. Kaya nga, when Jesus had a meal with Matthew, and Matthew was a public sinner, a tax collector, the Pharisees were surprised. Said, how come Jesus mingles with the sinners? He should be mingling with the pure. Kung talagang siya ay rabbi, prophet, hindi siya dapat nahuhumihan ng mga makasalanan. But Jesus said, I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners. So, as missionaries of mercy like Jesus, we are being called and being sent to people that the world considers as not worthy of God. But Jesus came precisely for them. And so we have to accept that. We will be called and we will be sent to be messengers, missionaries of mercy to them. Naikwento ko po sa isang gathering na nakadalo ako ng catechetical month sa isang parokya. In-interview ko yung mga bata na tinuturuan ng catechist. Sabi ko, ano ang memorable ninyong memory ng catechism class at ng inyong catechist? Eh, yung isang batang babae, bibang-biba. Kinuha pa yung microphone sa akin. Tapos sabi ko, anong naaalaala mo tungkol sa catechism? Ano ang memorable sa iyo? Sabi ng bata, quiet! 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 Tapos umupo. Ayun, catechism. Please, alam ko maraming catechist dito. Pero kasi catechism is not just teaching eh. Akala ng iba to be a good catechist, you should be an expert teacher. Catechism is much more than just teaching. It is formation. Sino ba ang babalik sa catechism class kapag kagano'n nga naman ang memory mo? May tadyak na yung bata, gumaganyan pa eh. Nai-imagine ko yung catechism, quiet! Quiet! Dalawa pa siguro yung baka. Pag tinanong kaya, ano naaalaala sa confessional? Ano naaalaala kapag pumunta sa office ng parokya? Ano naaalaala kapag pumunta sa treasurer's office ng eskwelahan? Quiet! Quiet! Itong topic natin parang nakakatakot ito. Itutuloy ko pa ba? Tama na. Tama na, no? Kasi to be missionaries of mercy, not according to our brand, but as the Father had sent Jesus. So we go back to Jesus, the face of God's mercy, the true face of God. Can you imagine God not being merciful? What happens to the face of God when God is not merciful? Is that God? At least the face that Jesus revealed of God is the face of mercy. To develop this theme of Jesus as the missionary of God's mercy, forming us to be missionaries of mercy, this will take a whole lifetime to learn. At kailangan halugugin natin ang buong Biblia. Pero sa limitadong oras po natin, dalawang bagay lang po sa buhay at sa turo ni Jesus ang aking ibig-bigyan ng pansin. Pinili ko itong dalawang ito dahil nakikita ko na mukhang tugma sa ating sitwasyon, sa ating mong kalagayan. But I'm not saying these are the only two aspects of the mission of mercy that we have received from Jesus. And I hope when you are sent to your respective communities this afternoon, ituloy po ninyo ang pagninilay. Tingnan si Jesus at tingnan ang inyong sitwasyon. Tingnan ang inyong mga apostolates at inyong mga parishes at tanungin, paano ba isinugo si Jesus at tayo na sinusugo sa ganitong sitwasyon, paano natin siya maipapakilala. So dalawa lang po. The first, mercy as the healing of betrayal through the gift of self. Ang habag ay ang paghihilom ng sugat ng pagtataksil sa pamamagitan ng paghahandog ng sarili. Alam nyo, up to last night, I was hesitating kung gagamitin ko ito. Kasi napakahirap at napakasakit. Kailangan talaga ng tulong ng Espiritu Santo para maisabuhay itong pinakita ni Jesus na habag sa mga nagtaksil sa Kanya. Natutokso akong tanungin kayo sino sa inyo ang nakaranas na pinagtaksilan? Ayun. Marami. Ayun. Si sister, talaga. Yung nag-share kahapon, nandito pa ba siya? Umuwi na. Umuwi na sa Cebu. Pero ang ganda ng kanya, sharing kahapon, tama na. Baka magkaiyakan pa yung mga napagtaksilan. Pero hindi lang naman yung pagtataksil ng mga lovers. Marami rin tayong nararanasan iba't ibang uri ng betrayal. Personal life, mga kaibigan, failed promises, failed dreams, even in social life, the economic life, the political life, ang daming so-called betrayals. Sa karanasan natin bilang tao, the human experience of betrayal, it causes pain, sakit. And that pain often brings us to anger. Sometimes anger leads to hatred. And then hatred begets either cynicism or bitterness. And for some, unfortunately, that bitterness leads to violent revenge. Marahas na paghihiganti. Ang isip, puso, punong-puno ng paghihiganti. Karanasan ng tao yan na nasaktan. Kasi betrayal is painful because it violates trust. Nagtiwala ka at akala mo yung ugnayan ninyo ay makakapitan mo. Pero hindi pala. Kaya masakit Kung walang ugnayan ng pinagkatiwalaan mo, hindi ka masyadong masasaktan. Pero kapag may tiwala at naniwala ka na okay itong aming samahan, tapos hindi pala ganon, masakit. Jesus experienced this among different peoples. But maybe the most painful was when the betrayer came from his closest friends among the 12. In Matthew 26:14-16, Judas Iscariot asked the high priest, "What will you give me if I hand him over to you?" Masakit yun, no? Oh, ibibigay ko siya sa inyo. Ano naman ang makukuha ko bilang kapalit? This is not just betrayal. Parang may halo pang avarice. 30 pieces of silver. Parang masakit dahil nilagyan ka ng halaga. Ayan, isang tricycle lang yan. Bigyan mo yan ng isang tricycle, kuha mo na yan. Ayan, bigyan mo yan ng isang kotse, kuha mo na yan. Parang ganyan ba lang ang halaga ko? And Jesus knew that He was being handed over. Jesus knew that He was being surrendered for a prize. Parang, di ba may ganyang talk, yung game show, Name the prize ba yun? The price is right. Ayun, tama. The price is right. Kung tama ang presyo, sige. Iyon na yan. Yung mga kaibigan, yung mga fidelity, tapatan mo lang ng tamang presyo. Okay na yan. And Jesus knew that. Jesus was filled with anguish when they started the Last Supper. In the same chapter, Matthew 26, verse 23, Jesus said it plainly to them, "One of you will betray me." One of you. And then later on, He foretold Peter, "You will deny me." One will betray me. One will deny me. And every time we celebrate the Mass, every time we connect with the heart of Jesus, we say that on the night He was betrayed. That is part of the Church's memory. Huwag kalilimutan ang mga gabi ng pagtataksil. Bahagi yan. Bakit pinapaalaala yan ng simbahan? Bakit hindi na lang binura nila Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? Sana pinaganda na lang nila yung gospel. Sana yung gumawa ng misa, alisin na lang yung on the night He was betrayed. Bakit? Masukista ba tayo? Hindi naman. Una, it is being truthful. Talagang nangyari. It's part of honesty. It's part of intellectual honesty on the part of the writers of the Gospels and on the part of the Church. Nangyari yan. Pero siguro, ang isang mas malalim na dahilan ay hindi lamang para ipaalaala ang pagtataksil, kundi ipaalaala ano ang naging tugon ni Jesus sa pagtataksil. Balik ako sa mga mag-asawa. Hapunan na. Naghahapunan kayo, pamilya. Nalaman mo, may kalaguyo ang asawa mo. Anong gagawin mo sa hapunan na yun? Sister. yung kutsilyo na paghiwa ng karne. Siguro yung iba sa inyo, tatayo, magdadamo, papalayo. Kumain ka mag-isa. No? O kaya, aalis ka, pagbalik mo. Uminom ka, laso na pala. Pinapaalaala sa atin, hindi lamang yung betrayal, but what did Jesus do? On the night he was being sold, on the night he was being given away for a price, he took bread, said a blessing, broke it, and giving to his disciples said, take and eat. This is my body. He took the cup, gave thanks, gave it to them, saying, drink from it, all of you. Drink from it, all of you, including you, Judas, including you, Peter, all of you. This is the blood of my covenant, which will be shed on behalf of all for the forgiveness of sins. Judas, this is for you, for your forgiveness. Peter, this is for you. I am praying for you. I am already forgiving you. Betrayal is handing over Jesus, but he turned it into another form of handing over. Not anymore betrayal, but gift of self. That's mercy. Turning betrayals into gift of self. For you, my enemies, for you, my betrayer, even for you, Judas, this is for you, I am for you. You may be for a time not for me. You may be for a time even against me, but I tell you, I am here for you. And my gift of self is for the forgiveness of sins. Sin as turning away is conquered by gift of self on the part of God in Jesus. Betrayal is a form of discarding someone, throwing away someone that we find useless. Diba? Pag may mga bagay, objects that you do not find useful anymore, you throw it away. You discard it. Or if something or someone stands in the way, you throw it away. Ba't ba yan pa nakakahadlang sa aking proyekto? No? Sagabal yan, itapon yan. Or obsolete. Luma na yan. Itapon na yan. No? Sabihin ng iba, yung asawa mo, luma na, obsolete na. Tapon mo na. Hanap ka na, updated. Digital. Ito, yung iba, sabi sa akin, yung relo mo, Cardinal, ano ka ba? Museum ka ba? Kasi, Binigay ko ng parents ko 1973. Ayan, ito ang parents ko. Salamat, saan ko ba? Nung pag-graduate ko ng high school, no? Sabi nung iba, Cardinal ka na. Dapat level up mo na yung mga gadgets mo. Marami ng bagong relo na pwedeng telepono, pwedeng computer, pwedeng ng kung ano-ano. Eh dahil ba luma, tatapon mo na lang? This is what our Holy Father describes as a throwaway culture. Tapon ng tapon. At minsan, hindi na yata namabagabag na tayo ay nasasanay na just to throw away, throw away, throw away. And we don't even realize that sometimes it is a form of betrayal. We might be betraying without even realizing the gravity of our acts. Just to give you some examples, consumerism teaches us, sige, accumulate. Kahit hindi mo kailangan, it feels good na parang meron ka nito. Kahit hindi bagay sa iyo. Diba, pupunta sa mall, nakita yung naka-display, uy, ang ganda nito. Maganda kasi nakasuot sa mannequin. Nag-illusion ka naman, ha? Wow, maganda yan, maganda. Pinili mo. Sinuot mo. Eh, hindi ka naman mannequin Eh di, naloko ka. Bakit kanina maganda? Eh, hindi naman para sa iyo But we just buy. Even when we do not need it. Sabi nga nila, ito raw ating consumerist culture, the more you grow, the more you throw. The more you grow, I have this. Sa dami na yan, you will have a lot to throw away. But, why throw? Why not share? Food thrown away. Food wasted. Mabuti pa nung bata-bata kami araw-araw namamalengke. At ang binibili, yung sapat sa araw na yan. Ngayon, may mga freezer, mga mamamalengke ng isang linggo, nakakalimutan na, mamaya-maya, ay expired na, tapon. Food that could be the sustenance of other poor people. Sabi nga ni Pope Francis, food that we throw away could be the meal of a family that cannot afford to buy. But we throw away. Some restaurants, yung mga hindi nabibiling pagkain, no? O yung mga pastry, itatapon. Alam po ninyo, isa sa napakasakit na karanasan ko ay to preside at the funeral of 2 children na namatay kasi yung tatay nila kapag hindi sapat ang kinita, ginagawa, pupunta sa mga trash cans na malapit sa restaurant. Yung mga tinapon na pagkain, yung mga tira-tira, pinupulot niya, pinapakuluan. Ang tawag nila, di ba? Pagpag. Ito, pinakuluan niya, pinakain sa mga bata. Yung gabi na yun, ano kaya ang nangyari? Hindi namatay ang mikrobyo. And the two children died. Yung isa 6 na taon, yung isa 5 taon. How do you preach? How do you preach good news? Pero ang tanong ko sa sarili ko, bakit ang pagkain kailangang maging basura muna para maging pagkain muli ng iba? Why should food become trash first before it becomes food for other people? But that is a fact of life. May mga kumakain ng itinapon natin. Where is mercy? Where is the gift? Clothing. Minsan naman okay pa naman yung damit eh. Pero dahil may bagong moda, fashion, kahit okay pa, tatabi na o itatapon na. Alam niyo, buhay pa yung mga pantalon kong bell-bottoms. May nakakaalaala pa ba sa inyo sa bell-bottom? Marami pala tayong matatanda dito. At anong klaseng tela? Double knit. Kaya matibay eh, double knit eh. Yan, dati kasi, lahat ng binibili mo, to last. Relo, to last. Refrigerator, to last. Kotse, to last. Pati damit, to last. Ngayon, din eh. Para, pili ka ng bili. Pili ka ng bili. Pero, hindi ko na rin ginagamit yung bell bottoms. Kasi parang, nakakahiya. Nakakahiya. No? Baka pag magmimisa ako eh, mas malapad pa yung pantalon ko kaysa sa aking chasuol. Nakakahiya naman yata. Pero ganun eh, we are dictated upon by that. No? Fashion, ganyan. And then, kapag may bago na naman fashion, anong gagawin natin dyan sa okay pa naman? Itatapon? Time. Mga bata na nandito, ang oras at panahon, baka tinatapon din. Text natin. Habang kumakain, nagte-text. Habang nag-aaral, nagte-text. No? Yan. Do we throw away time? Ano? Ano yun? TV? Oo, no? Computer games. Oo, baka kung ano, no? Yeah. Tapos, hindi na nakapag-aral, pag-exam, pupunta sa Paris, Greece. Paki-bless po ito mga lapis. Paki-bless po itong ballpen. Para ba nang susulat ng pusa yung mga lapis at ballpen kapag na-bless? Ako hindi ako basta nag-bless. Tinatanong ko, nag-aral ka ba? Kapag hindi nag-aral. Ano po? Biglang napupuno ang adoration chapel. Nag-aksaya ng oras, tapos biglang mananawagan sa Panginoon. Biglang pupwersahin ng Espiritu Santo. Liwanagan mo ang aking isip. Na alas maging exact. 10:13, pwede na ako umalis na. Pero 9:13, please, liwanagan mo ang aking isip. At kung hindi mo maliwanagan ang isip ko, liwanagan mo ang mata ko para makita ko ang sinusulat ng katabi ko. Kaya na, betrayal begets betrayal. Values. Meron ba naman akong narinig na nagbibiruan? Sabi, virginity. Sabi, uso ba yan? Sabi ganyan. Hindi nung narinig ko, tumahimik lang ako, ayoko mag-react. Pinakikinggan ko paano, hindi naman ako chismoso, kaya lang malakas yung usapan Naririnig ko whether I like it or not. Bakit ganyan? Sabi nung isa, oo naman. Sabi, naniniwala ako na dapat sa pag-aasawa ko, virgin ako. Sagot nung isa, ano ka? Dinosaur? Pinag-isipan ko yung dinosaur. Ay, pinupunto niya, ang virginity as a value is extinct. Extinct na yan. So we throw away food, we throw away time, we throw away clothing, we throw away values, we throw away persons. Those who belong to the minority, the refugees, the migrants, the indigenous people, lagi na lamang sinisisi kapag may problema. We throw away persons by abusing them, by not respecting them. The women, the children, the vulnerable, who do not get respect and caring, they are being thrown away. The victims of human trafficking, unfair labor practices, yung mga nagpapalaganap ng mga bisyo, the victims of violence, these are the people who are thrown away, discarded. What we need as an act of mercy in our culture right now is, let us restore the sense of gift. Gift. To see in others a gift. To see in creation God's gift. To see in time God's gift. To see in our history God's gift. And to give of ourselves as a gift. In a culture of betrayal, betrayal can be healed when we restore the sense of gift. We are being sent as missionaries of mercy by restoring that, making the Eucharist our lifestyle. Sinabi na yan ni St. Francis, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, ano ibibigay mo? Tayo ayaw mo sa akin, ayaw ko rin sa'yo. Ito, na yung hatred. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is betrayal, a gift of self. Sana po as missionaries of mercy, maawa tayo sa creation, simple lifestyle, sobriety, pagpahingahin naman natin ang creation. Yung puno ng mangga, dati nung bata ako minsan sa isang taon ka lang nakakatikim ng matamis na mangga. Tapos pinagpapahinga na. Ngayon, hindi pinagpapahinga ang puno. Spray ng spray. Spray. Kabubunga pa lang, trabaho na naman siya. Prutas. Pagkapitas, spray na naman siya. Pagpahingahin naman. Kasi naman, masisipa. Kung medyo babawasan natin ang greed, makakapagpahinga siguro ang creation. Sobriety in lifestyle, simplicity, sharing of goods, finding quality in time, and sharing quality time. Respecting creation. Sana mamaya, wala kahit isang kapirasong basura. Pagpahingahin naman natin ang mga janitor. Ang mga opisina, kung walang magkakalat, hindi yan mag-hire ng janitor eh. Kaya nag-hire kasi tapon naman ang mga nandyan eh. Pati sa simbahan, pag umiyak yung anak, magbubukas ng candy, bibigyan. Tapos yung balat, huhulog dun sa collection basket. Yung naman collector, tuwag-tuwag, may naghulog ng papel. Ay, balat pala ng candy. Tapon dito, tapon doon, ano? And finding gifts in people who are often discarded by society. Tinatanong ko nga po yung iba eh, mga mag-asawa, nasa isang congress sa Italy, sponsored by the Episcopal Conference of Italy, Family Life. Tinanong ko yung mga husbands, sabi ko, mga husbands, pag tinitignan niyo yung misis niyo, ano nakikita niyo? Gift! Tahimik yung mga husbands. Takot. Tinanong ko yung mga wives, ano ang nakikita niyo sa inyong husbands? Gift! Sabi nila, no! Ano nakikita niyo sa asawa niyo? Problema! Ako, mga magulang, ano tingin niyo sa anak niyo? Gift? Gift. Mga bata, anong tingin niyo sa magulang niyo? Gift? O ATM card? Mga teachers, anong tingin niyo sa inyong mga estudyante? Gift? Sabi nga, di ba, pag may honor yung anak, pag graduation, sasabihin daw ng isang magulang, pag sinasabitan na ng medal, ang anak ko, kanya lang. Kapag tinatawag ng principal, sasabihin sa asawa, pumunta ka sa principal, yung anak mo. May problema. Hindi na niya anak, wala nang gift, biglang putol na. Hindi, yun na yan. Pero kapag honor, akin na. And there are many discarded people in the world who feel no one cares for them. Sabi nga kanina na nakakabisita ako sa mga refugee camp. Nung nagpunta po kami sa Greece, there was one boy. Nag-iisa siya. Nakita ko yung iba kasi families eh. Families, pagod na pagod, gutom na gutom, ang dudumi. After days of traveling, naglalakad, sumasakay sa mga bangka, mga ganyan. Pero nakatawag ng pansin sa akin, itong isang teenager, kasi nag-iisa siya, walang kasamang elders. So, tinanong ko, medyo nakakaintindi ng English. Where are you from? What country? Sabi niya, Syria, Syria, Syria. Your parents in Syria, Why are you alone? Sabi niya, parents said, go. They wanted to save him. Minsan, pag bumabalik sa isip ko yung batang yun, yung mukha niya, napapatanong ako na nasaan na kaya yung batang yun? Makikita pa kaya sila ng kanyang magulang? Kamusta na kaya ang magulang? Buhay pa sana. These are people who are thrown away by situations that they did not create, they did not intend. But they are the victims. At may isang bata pa, pagkakuha ng pagkain, nagbibigay kami. Tinanong ako ng bata, are you Muslim? Sabi ko, no, I'm not Muslim. Kinuha niya yung pagkain. Tapos habang naglakad siya ng patalikod, hindi inaalis ang tingin niya sa akin. Hindi naman mukhang takot o hindi mukhang galit. Parang namimisteryosohan siguro siya na, who is this? Who are these people? They are not one of us. Why are they feeding us? Why do they care? And we just hope that those memories will strengthen. Memories na in the endless nights of betrayal, they experienced love, they experienced acceptance, that they mattered, they were important. And the night will not be as dark anymore. And there are many of them, 65 million refugees all over the world. Not counting the local ones. And let us learn from the Bible. There were many persons excluded and thrown away in the Bible. Joseph, sold by his brother. David, almost killed by Saul. Elijah, almost killed by Jezebel. The prophets, Mary and Joseph, not allowed to enter the rooms. Jesus is Cardinal. But my brothers and sisters, these people who were discarded and thrown away, they were the people sent by God. They were the protagonists in salvation history. Let us be careful the person we want to discard might be a gift of God. And you do not throw away gifts. Gifts are to be treasured. Tapusin ko na po. Lampas na ako sa oras ko. So that's the first point. Be missionary of mercy. Transform the betrayals of the world by restoring a sense of gift and assuring people, assuring creation, you are a gift and you don't throw away a gift. You are precious in my eyes. Jesus did not come to discard even sinners. Jesus came to save them. Jesus sees a gift even in a wounded sheep. Jesus sees a gift even in Judas. Kaya si Judas naman he realized his mistake. He wanted to return the money. There is hope even in someone who had betrayed Jesus. Pahin muna tayo ng mga mata. The second and last point po, sabi kanina, mercy as a healing betrayal. We heal betrayal by a sense of gift. Itong pangalawa po, this was an idea that was brought to my attention by a Bible scholar who presided yesterday at Mass, Bishop Ambo David. Mercy as binding and loosing. In Matthew 16, verse 19, Jesus tells to Peter, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. But 2 chapters later, Matthew 18, verse 18, the same words are addressed to all disciples, including us. Hindi lang kay Peter ito Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. And whatever you loose on earth or untie on earth will be untied in heaven. I know some people interpret this in a more legal, canonical way. Kaya sabi nila, ito yung parang excommunication, etc. Ganyan. Pero from another perspective, we can take this as a model of mercy through reconciliation. The ministry of reconciliation, binding, itali muli ang mga napatid na lupin, which is an image of restoring broken relationships, restoring broken ties. Napatid na, edi huwag hayaang magkawatak-watak, itali muli. So that those have been separated to be bound together. Losing, alagan, ang nagkabuhol-buhol. Ang buhay natin, marami rin buhol-buhol At pag ang dami ng buhol-buhol, ayan na. Meron ng blockage of the arteries. Mga buhol-buhol yan na nakakapara. ng isip, nakakabara ng puso. Losing, untying knots. Di ba ang isang debosyon ng mahal na Papa ay sa Virgen, the untier of knots. Losing the knots. Yung mga buhol-buhol ng buhay ay kalagan. Kalagan. Mga kapatid, pumunta tayo sa ating mga mundo, sa ating mga parokya. Ang daming mga sugat dahil sa failed relationships. Dahil sa mga tanig na napatid. Baka naman pwedeng tulungan to bind again. At marami ring relationships ang nagkakagulo dahil sa napakaraming buhol-buhol. Kapag tatlo ang asawa mo, talaga magkakabuhol-buhol yan. Hindi mo na alam paano nga ba. Itulungan, untie, loosen the tangles and the knots. But it's not just that. In 2 Peter, sabi ko, ano ito mga buhol-buhol? Ang freedom, corruption, vices, the seductions of the world. Tulungan po natin as acts of mercy. Yung napatid, let us bind together. At yung nakabuhol-buhol, tulungan natin makahanap ng kalayaan. Let me close with that beautiful song, the title of which was used in the workshop on families. No? Sa akin, magandang example yun ng losing and binding. Yung sinasabi, a chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house, and the house is not a home when there's no one there to hold you tight, and no one there you can kiss goodnight. A room is still a room, even when there's nothing there but gloom. But a room is not a house, and the house is not a home when the two of us are far apart and one of us has a broken heart. Hindi ka tapos sabi, now and then I call your name, and suddenly your face appears, but it's just a crazy game. When it ends in tears. Nasaan ngayon ang binding and losing? Sabi, darling, have a heart. Don't let one mistake keep us apart. I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this house into a home. When I climb the stairs and turn the key, oh please be there, still in love with me. In a world of broken ties, in a world of tangled knots, let mercy, let not one mistake keep us apart. When I turn the key, oh please be there, still in love with me. And Jesus says, yes, I will be there, still in love with you. I will be there. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, His Eminence, Luis Antonio Cardinal Tagle, for the very touching talk on how to be missionaries of mercy.